Hi all, welcome to the channel, welcome to the workshop. Happy Monday, happy Mallard Monday everyone. And for those in the UK, hope the time shift hasn't thrown you off too much. We've got that extra hour in bed, so that's not too bad, is it? We have the next issue of Mallard, issue 13. Now, we don't have a great deal to do today. We have this one little sprue, and we're going to be continuing on the backhead that we had before. And we've got the body up because we are doing a little bit of extra detail on that as well. So let's get building. So as I said, issue 13. And because I do have the magazines in one piece at the moment, I will show you through the magazine. Obviously, these are the bits we're going to be doing. These are all the parts we've got. And as I said, we are adding a couple of details to the locomotive body as well. And then we'll end up with that. We've got more of the Mallard story. And we've got a bit on classic locomotives, the Jubilee class. And that is it. So these are the parts we have on the sprue. And we have the regulator quadrants. We have 2 gauges, smoke valve, brake handle bracket, right hand regulator quadrant, ejector pipe fitting, and a water scoop handle bracket. All on that. As well as this, we do need the 0.4mm wire that we got in issue 11. And we also need the backhead itself and the loco body. So that is what we have today. So I start by just cutting off the parts from the sprue. Now I have already cleaned these up whilst they're on the sprue. Now one of the first things we need to do, we've got these regulator quadrants, and they have a very small indent, and we need to make a hole in those. And it's a 0.8mm hole that we need to do. And I don't know if you can see, but basically we need to drill this hole here, which will go through to the other side. So I'm just going to use my pin vise. I'm just going to hold it down and then I'll drill it like this, and I'll do the same with that one as well. So that's one, and I'm just going to do the same with this one. And that's 2 done, like so. And now we need the ejector pipe fitting and a 1.6mm bit, and we're going to be drilling a hole in the end of here. Again, this is just going to accept a pipe or something, so it doesn't have to go all the way through on this one. So got a hole just in there. And the other thing we need to do is drill a 0.5mm hole into the end of this smoke box valve just here. So we have a small hole just in there. So now we've done all that drilling and prep, we need to get the backhead, and that's looking just like that from last time. And the first thing we're going to be doing is the quadrants here. Now they are left and right, so it is important to make sure they are the correct way around. And they're just going to go into the holes that you can see there. And that one's going to go in there. Try and make sure that they are lined up nicely. Like that. Now I'm just going to put some glue in from the back. So both of those are now secured in place. I'm just going to put that to one side for the moment because we need the loco body now. Now I have pre-drilled these holes because you've seen me doing enough drilling on this project at the moment. So I've drilled 3 holes here. And what we've done here, we've drilled a 1.9mm hole in this one. We've drilled a 1.2mm hole in this one. And a 0.5mm hole just there that you can probably just about make out. Again, these had indents, so it showed exactly where we need to drill. And I'm just going to put the loco on its side because we've got some parts obviously to add into that. So one of the first things we've got to do, we've got the ejector pipe fitting, looking like that. And that one is going to go into this larger hole here. And all I'm going to do is just dip that in a bit of glue. And we're just going to place that in like so. And you want to make sure that's parallel with the loco, like this. Next we need the smoke box valve, looking just like that. And again, just going to dip that in some glue. In fact, it might be easier if I just dab a small dab of glue into the hole and then push this into it. And making sure that we get it the correct way up. Just placing it in like so. And this is where our 0.4mm wire comes in handy. We need to make a bend at the very end of this, so it forms a bit of a U shape. Like so. And then that's going to go in here. And then we also need to bend it so that it then carries along the edge of the loco. So it looks like we need to bend it, very small bend just here. So just put a small kink in it like that. And now this will sit into that valve. Sit along the body of the locomotive. So just doing a dry fit at the moment. Okay, so what I've just done, I've just been finalising this bend to a point where I'm happy with it. So that'll go in the end of there. And then this end will go into the hole I made earlier. So we now have that pretty much holding itself in all by itself. Just going to dab a bit of glue on the ends of those just to make sure they're secured in place. And then another dab of glue just there. Just where that pipe comes through. And that is all there is to do in that issue. So those two parts on there, we've put the two parts on there, but we have these spare. So I'm just going to put those to one side, and we're going to hopefully use those in a later issue. Now, surprisingly, it didn't say that we weren't going to use these this time around. Normally, the book does say that these parts are not going to be used, but in this case, we didn't get that. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please remember to give it a big thumbs up. So, not a great deal to do today. And also, you've got those extra spare parts. But it's nice when we can add a little extra detail to the loco body. It really starts to take a little bit more shape. And obviously, we now have a few extra parts on the back head. We do have a couple more holes in there. So I'm sure that we'll have a few more parts yet to add to this. If you want to see more of how Mallard progresses or anything else that goes on in the workshop, please do remember to hit the subscribe button and ding that bell, and then you'll be notified when I release a new video. Until the next time, I'll see you around. Cheers!